Well, let me go back to Sunday school at
Okay.
Chester T. We didn't mention the junior class, as it was called, was taught by Miss Lucille Smith or Miss Grace Martin, Aunt Grace.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Uncle Vass's wife.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember us ever having a Christmas tree. Seemed like I remember some gift or something at one time, but there was never a big thing of exchanging presents and all of that at the time.
Yeah.
And I also remember when we had what you call a pot belly stove for the heat.
Yeah.
And the men would take care of getting the wood and go early and build a fire in it.
Isn't it unusual how much difference, say 5 years, or in her case 7 years, in her case 10 years, of their remembrances and mine?
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's the difference in our ages and the changes that have occurred.
Yeah.
Another thing y'all did was that if it was cleaning the graveyard or whatever work was to be done, our family was there.
Absolutely.
And
Well, that was just custom enough back in our day.
we cleaned the graveyard always before revival time. Everybody built up to that revival time. That was a special,
Vacation.
time.
Yeah.
And you go on Saturday evening, you'd see Neb up there sweeping the churchyard.
Yes.
And on May meeting, as we called it, Uncle Clayton would bring a tub of iced drinks.
Oh yeah, now that was a treat.
I don't remember that, but
Oh yeah.
But one of the things too that that was memorable, and I lost my train of thought right there, but I can't think what the families. It was for me was the Harpers and Marie and
Clay Martins.
and the Clay Martins and the Pittmans that lived on Dr. Burns's family, and of course Uncle Bass and Aunt Grace still, but some about Uncle Will I remember, before the lake. But the lake changed a lot for us because we were having to tear down buildings and stack up lumber and get rid of stuff, planned to move.
Yeah.
But
I guess Mr. Otiswater.
Mr. Walter, and of course the Clay Evanses, and then I don't remember as much on the other side, going back toward town, except I remember Flonnie and Aunt Lula, and when Claude wasn't there, they would be afraid, and they'd want me to come spend the night, and how they thought this little shirt-tail girl could keep them safe, I don't know, but there was a big old house.
That's another person in
the house, but that big old two-story house. Yeah, that big old two-story white house.
The Ranger house.
Yes, but I don't think we had, maybe we did, but I don't remember there being as many young people as y'all talk about being there when Marie and I were there.
No.
And Harley and Boyd
It went in
Smith.
spurts. Sometimes you'd have a good many, and sometimes you wouldn't have as
It's always been a
many.
roller
Just
coaster.
like this.
And then we had a combined school, so I had more friends too that y'all didn't have just in the community. They came from like car rent.
Oh, well,
Down the Wells and all.
too.
So there was more, and the Villiards from on up Sardis Road, and Ralph and Earl Villiard, and those people were all in the Sunday
Kathleen's
church.
husband,
Alton were in. Well, I don't remember him because Ralph and Earl were in the same class, but Harley Smith, as Lucille, and them. But that's mainly, the ones and
I'm sure
like
there was someone that came through my mind. I'm sorry, can't think who it was now. But well, it was Uncle Clayton and Aunt Nell. That's who it was. I hope we didn't leave them out.
No, we didn't.
Because they were
Yeah,
after they moved back from Charleston.
Right.
They became regular members there.
Yeah, Aunt Maybelline sort of took up standards. She loves that cemetery clean and the churchyard clean. She's, from what I've heard about her mother, she's very much like her on that.
Yes. I remember when her baby died, and Marie and I, and I'm not sure, but I think there was another young person sat up that night.
Yeah.
And we, I was still just a young person, maybe 16, but people don't do that anymore
No,
much.
no.
But we sat up that night and kept watch, you
Yeah.
know.
As a ritual back in the early
Mhm.
days.
Yeah.
I remember doing it when Uncle Robert Patterson's wife died, Aunt Effie.
Mhm.
That's
Remember
the
the
last
name.
one I can remember that happening.
Madge just Walker laid a corpse at my house.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten that.
And Grandpa and Grandma Purple came